Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lisa, and I'm excited to be here today for the webinar. The topic of the webinar today will be the documentation 2D structural drawing. Before we start our webinar, let's go over some guidelines to ensure a smooth and engaging webinar. Kindly keep muted your microphone throughout the sessions to minimize the background noise. If you have any questions or comment, please use the chat box on the right hand side of your screen. And we encourage active participations. So feel free to ask questions or share your thoughts during the Q&A segment. Now, let's introduce our speaker for today. Our speaker for today will be Puan Hadila, who is our senior BIM modeler from Bina Initiative. Puan Hadila has a great experience in a BIM modeler, and she will be sharing her experience being a BIM modeler today. We have a grateful to have her today, and she will be sharing her insights with us. Without further, I will now hand over the virtual floor to Puan Hadila.
I'm a bit excited actually to share with you the documentation of 2D drawing, structure drawing by using the Revit software. So I'm Noradila Binti Muhammad alias, a senior structure BIM modeler from Bina Initiative. Okay, as we know, Revit, we use Revit as one of the software that can be used to generate 2D drawings from 3D model. Okay, some of people do not know the use of the Revit software, the tools for drafting. We not only use the model in Revit, but we also use the tools for drafting. Okay, construction nowadays, the construction drawing, the construction documents always taken lightly by others, and it is disorganized and leading to some errors and also some delays. So Revit will help to this construction professional to efficiently organize and keep track with the multiple of the sheets. Okay, so why we have this webinar? What this webinar for? It helps us to create a comprehensive set of documents. Also, we will generate the 2D drawings from 3D models in a faster, easier, and better way with a systematic way. And we will provide the complete sets of drawing for the construction site. All right, so the efficiencies of this webinar is we will be master use of tool sets after this, yes, sure. Because we will have a lot of drafting tools we will use for this to create 2D drawings. And next, we'll have a organized drawing content in the project browser. The project browser, okay, some of people ask me, project browser, which one is project browser? They are always cannot different between the project browser and also the properties. I will show you after this the project browser and also the properties ribbon. Okay, so next is we will speed up the process for generate the document, and we will have a better understanding for construction building. All right. Okay. As everybody know, the construction documents consist of floor plans, elevation, sections, schedules, and also the details. All these construction documents come with the Revit annotation and detailing tools. That one is very essential for this stage. All right. So, I will have a demonstration on the sample project. So we're gonna have these sequences. So we will create a sheet first in the Revit. We will create a section and also the details and have a floor plan. And next we will dimensioning, annotating, and also we will export to PDF and also the CAD. So if anybody have a Revit in front of you now, you can open the Revit with a sample project you have. So we will have some of demonstration for how to create a sheet, how to create the floor plan annotation, the floor plan documentation, and section, also the details. Then how to export the drawing sheet to CAD or PDF. Okay. Next, I will go to my sample project. Okay. As you can see here, this is my sample project, very simplest project I have. So, as you can see here, I have a foundation, three type of foundation. The square foundation, this is just pad foundation, the simple foundation without any piling. Okay, so this one is the rectangular foundation, and if you can move like this, so you can see triangle foundation. So I have three type of foundation here. So the yellow one are the columns, the magenta one is the slab, and the green one is the framing, or in Revit we call it framing, but in construction we call it beam. Okay, so the blue one, I think this one is cyan. So the cyan one is the wall, RC wall, and also we have a RC staircase. Okay, these are the basic model. It's not the advanced one. Advanced we have rebar, and also we have some trusses. So this just a basic. Okay. Now I go to my, sorry, before that, I'm gonna show you the ribbon that we will use a lot for drafting is the annotation part. The annotation here and also the modify here, we will use a lot. Okay, I go to annotate ribbon. So this is dimension ribbon. So this one is for the detail line, origin, or this part. If you're familiar with CAD, this detail line here, you can same as the polyline or line. And the region is same like a hatch as per CAD. Okay, this one is the ribbon for text, and this one for tagging. Okay, we can take one by one, or so we can tag by all the category or elements. Okay, this one for keynotes, and others is for symbol. As you can see, we have one span, one way and two way span here. So next, we will use a lot is about the modify part. In the modify ribbon, same to CAD, we have the align, or you can just use the short form as AL. Okay, and this offset, mirror, and copy tools, and move, trim. So we have same like CAD, but the way is a bit different lah, just a bit. Okay. Okay, next I go to the properties. This one, the left hand side, my hand side is the properties. Properties, okay. This one is the project browser. Okay, the difference is between the project browser and properties is the project browser is collecting all your plans in here. Okay, for example, if I do not have this first floor and second floor, let's say I didn't have first floor and second floor. So how can I open this structural plan for second floor and third floor? Because in my elevation, okay, I have second floor and a third floor. So why I cannot see it here? Okay, as you can see, the blue one is the active. So meaning when it's active, we can see it at the plans. So how to make it open in this plan? You go to view, okay, you go to view, then go to plan view, go to structural plan. Okay, structure plan here, we have two levels. Just control and select these two levels. And please click this one. Do not duplicate existing view, because when it's duplicate, we have a redundant. So just click OK. Then we have back our first floor and second floor here. Okay, next. Next, if your project browser or properties is gone from this platform, you can go to view. So go to view and use this user interface and click the project browser and properties here. So it will come back to its original position. Okay, next. Now, the first step for drafting parts, we go to creating the sheets. Okay, to create the sheets, you can go to your project browser here. At the project browser here, under the schedule one, we have a sheet here. You can right click to sheets and create a new sheet. Or maybe you can go to view and click this sheet. It means we create a new sheet here. So if I click here, sheet, so it comes out with the family of title block here. So in this default project, I have A1 and 9. So for A1 metric, it is a Autodesk default title block. So I just use it first. Okay. Okay, then I have this kind of title block with empty info. Okay. If you want to edit your title block, you can click this title block and you see this edit family here. So you click this edit family. Okay, from this family platform, we in the family platform. This one is the project platform. Okay, this family platform, you can insert your current title block here, or you can edit anything that you want to edit in this title block, or you want to create your new title block also here. Okay, so we can use all the lines. As you can see here, we have this line, okay, to indicate this title block. So, as per example, this one will reflect to when we create the sheet. So, it will show the date and also the time we create the sheet. So, if you want to change this one, so just click here. You see this edit label here. So, you can change it. Let's say I want to remove it. I want to put it for current revision, for example, current revision date, for example. So I just put in, then okay. So it will update it as per current revision date here. It's not so that one is if you want to make your title block in better way lah. So click here. For example, I click the sheet name here. I don't want to put the sheet name here. I want to put the project name here. So you can change the edit label to project name, or maybe you can also copy, just copy this one to this one. So let's say I move it and put the project name here, and also the sheet is under here. Also can. Okay. So after that, we will load into the project. We load back. If the pop-up say, do you want to save to A1 metric? So if you click yes, then you will replace the A1 metric in your project. If you don't want, let's say no, it will not replace. Okay, it will just override. Okay, okay. After I load into the project, I click back my title block. It's gonna go for question mark here. So if you have a revision date, current revision date, it will we can see here lah. Okay. Alright, that one for title block. Okay, I close first title block because we're gonna have next. The second point is we will create the floor plan and also the section and also the elevation for the drawing. Okay. Now I go to underground level. Okay, so I right click I will not disturb this original plan. So I will duplicate. So right click here to the plan. I will right click. I will have duplicate view. I have 3 duplicate setting here. Okay, I will show you. I will example to you. If I duplicate, meaning that I just duplicate the model and also the model parts, the model properties from the floor plan to the duplicate part. Okay, for this duplicate with detailing, it means if I have any annotation, any dimension or tagging in the original plan, when I duplicate with detailing, then all the dimension will follow. But if you delete on your copy, it will not affect your original part. But if I use the duplicate as a dependent, anything that change from my copy will reflect to my original. So to be safe, I just use duplicate. All right. So after I duplicate, I have a second, meaning the copy of UJ level from original. So I want to change the name first. So I can double click here. Okay, we can change here the name, or maybe you go to this platform. Platform say it is the UG level copy one. So you can change in the properties. In the properties, you scroll down here. You see the view name. Then we will change here also can. Okay, to be easier, I just change here lah because I can see better here. So I put the ground level. All right. Okay, my plan name is layout plan underground level. Okay, from this layout plan, okay, I can see here is the elevation and also view here. As you may see, you can you can select first this one. So you go to filter. So you can see you select the elevation and also the view. We already have the elevations and view here. So don't disturb that one. So I will use this as our elevation. Elevation, the right, rear, front, back elevation of the building. So I will select this to. Okay, make sure you select the elevation and view. Don't select just one because it's come with both. So select both. So okay. So move it. I will move it to the center. So I just assume it is a center. So same goes to others. I will move to the center. Okay, move to the center. Move to the center. Okay. So this 4 elevation here is reflected here. Okay, from the elevation from the project browser, elevation here, that is, if I click here, so I see it is building elevation. You scroll down here, it is 1. So it is this way, this side. So if I click this one, this you see the arrow, the arrow here, you click, you scroll down at properties, you see it is west. So east is here, west is here. So I want to change the name. So I click here, I change it here, or maybe I just change it here. So I put right hand side. Okay, so this one is left hand side. Okay, this one I put at back. And this one I put front. All right. So from this floor plan, we have 4 elevation already, but back, front, left hand side, and also right hand side. Okay. So if you want to see your elevation, you can double click here at the elevation, or maybe you can double click here at the map. You can double click here. It's go to your back elevation. Okay. From this back elevation, we cannot see. I want to see like shaded. the colored one. So I will change it here. Okay. I will change to fine and also shaded. So what we can see is it is at this side. Okay. So I close first. Same goes to another elevation. I will change it to shaded. Okay. This one for level. If you wanna push a bit at the back, it will go like all together. If you want just to move just this one, so unpin this one. So it will move only itself. Okay. So, all right. I will tidy up a bit. All right. So same goes to others. Okay. All right. So from this plan, we already have the elevations. Okay, we have 4 elevations. Okay, now we will create the sections. How to create the sections? Now you go to view, you see the section here, or you can go to this upper part here, beside the home, the default 3D view, you can see the section, or maybe you can press SS. Okay, if I put it here section, you see it say it SS. So meaning the short form is SS. So create the section SS. I will create along this. Okay. And I will tidy up a bit. I just want to see this along grid line 2. All right. And we tidy it up a bit. So this one is a rotation. If I don't want to make it have like a leg, so I will change it to head. Okay. So I will have one section here. Remember, if we delete this section, we will what we say, we will hilang all the section. Okay. So remember to careful if you want to delete any section, make sure you are not using the section anymore. Okay. So from this section, I will click. I want to see this section. I can click and right click, go to view, or I can double click to this head of the section, double click, or I can use this project browser. As you can see, we have a section here. Okay, partition of section here. So you click this plus sign. So you can see we have a section 1 here. Okay, so section 1 here is reflecting to this section. Okay, so in a section 1, you can double click here. All right, so you can see the section from the section 1. Okay, let's say you wanna change the name. You can write click twice on this part, or maybe you can change to the properties. Section 1, change the name to section A. Okay, that's for example. Okay, now we have this rectangular scope box. Okay, now I want to tidy up this section. So what I'm going to do is I use this crop region and annotation region. If I untick, so it will show all the view, all overall the browser. Okay, so if I click the crop view and crop region, I just see the parts that I want only. Okay, so I want to show just this side. All right, so I will move a bit for the level. Okay, then I will untick this crop region view. So I just want this view. If I untick this crop view, it will show all the models in that view. Okay. So in our section A is I want to change to fine and also the shaded. All right. So we can see all the structure element here. So now we go back to our layout plan underground here. we already have elevations, 4 elevations, 1 sections, 1 floor plan. All right. So next, I will tidy up a bit our floor plan. So I want to make it this bubble to be left hand side and this bubble to be up. Okay, so I untick here and tick here. Okay. All right. So this, say. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna do the dimensioning or annotation, the documentations lah. So first I want to do the dimension first because in all drawings we need to have the dimension because it will reflect to our accuracy of the model. So what we're gonna do is we click DI, or you can go to annotate here. So you can see the dimension tools here. So I will use the align, just align, or you use DI. As you can see, align dimension, DI. You can press DI, or maybe you can use linear dimension. So I will use align. So you just click all the grid lines here. So our dimension, if we don't want it to be measured from CDE, so you can click the dimension here. So edit the witness line. So I will remove at the D. So to create a new dimension for C and D, you can press DI back, C, D, and E. Okay, like that. So we have these two types. If you want to remove, you just click back the dimension and edit witness. If you want to add also, you can click the dimension and edit witness line. Right, like that. Okay, so I will do for the vertical part, DI. Okay, so we have this size of dimension. It is 2.5 mm Arial. Okay, so now I will change it to a big, maybe 3 mm. So I will edit the type. Make sure if you don't have a 3 mm, make sure you will duplicate, because if you use this name, you just rename all the 2.5 mm Arial, we will go on. So it will change automatically for all the project. So what you're going to do is make sure you always duplicate. If we have a characteristic or spec is different from what it is default here. Okay, so I will duplicate to 3.0 mm Arial. Okay, then okay. So I will change, make sure you change the text size, because sometimes people change it here, duplicate it here 3 mm, but didn't change the text size. So it will, after that, will ask, hey, why it's not changed? But it's not changed here, okay? The setting, okay? Make sure it's 3.0. Okay. All right. So, okay. Make sure it is unit format is mm. So unit format is here. Make sure it's mm, because we use this project setting is mm. So metric, so it will follow the project setting. Okay. So here we have 3 mm. This one we have 2.5 mm. To change it to this one, we can use MA or mesh property, MA. So click here, then we click here. Okay, just so it is already 3.0 mm. For example, we don't want to use the MA tools. we click this dimension, so we change it to the 3 mm at the property. Okay, so we have this dimension. All right. So let's say I want to have another sections named B, because this one is already section A. So I want to make it B. You can create a new, or you can use copy tools to copy this section. When you use this copy part, okay, I show you copy. For example, I copied it here. Okay, this one is go to section A1. So we can rename it as B. It's up to you. You want to change it at the properties, or you can change it here at project browser. Okay, you double click here. So we change to B. So we have two sections here. This one section A, this one section B. Okay, the section here, you see this the limitation of the view. Okay, if we go until here, what in this area we can see in this area lah. So if you just pull out here, so we cannot see in this area. We just see within the range. Okay. All right. So now, okay. Now we go to our elevation and section. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Okay, next we will do the tagging for the foundation and also the stump. So I will use TG short form, or maybe you can go to annotate, or you can use this tag by category or by tag all. If you tag all, then all the same element will reflected to your 2D lah. So I show you here. If I use tag by category, okay, we didn't have any. So when I click at the structural column here, okay, it say that there is no tag loaded for structural column. So do you want to load one now? Yes. So we go to our Autodesk. Okay, program data, Autodesk library. Okay, we can use up until 2033, but if I'm not mistaken, 2002 and 2003 already in cloud, the library. So we can use the lower version of this Revit, because I'm using the 2023, so I will use the Revit library from 2020. Okay, so I go to libraries, Malaysia, go to annotation structural. So I go to column, structural column tag. All right, this one different is the structural column tag is 45 degree. See? Okay, so this one is just a horizontal one. So I will use this one, open. All right, let it upgrade first. So when I go to here, I have this size of column. So I want to make it free. I don't want to make it like just attach 45, 90 degree here. So I make it free end. Okay. I don't want leader, so I just click here. So I have this kind of size family of column. So how do I change the family, edit the family? Meaning I want to make it as name. For example, all my column here. Okay, let's say I select all instant. Okay, I click all my column here, or you can click from 3D. Select all, filter, check none, structural column only. Okay, so we select all the column only. So I will put mark here as C1. Okay. Okay, now I will change my column tag family to mark. Okay, so I click this annotation tagging. I will edit family. Okay, now I will click here. I will edit the label. So go to edit label. I will remove this one. I will insert mark. Okay. All right. So I will load into the project. I don't want to save. Okay, so I override the existing version. Okay, it will reflect as C1 because the name here, when I click the column, I see the properties at mark here. Sorry. At the properties at mark here is stated it is C1. If I put this one is as C2, it will reflect as C2. Okay. So when I go to annotate, tag by category. So when I tag it here, it is C2. Okay. Okay, let's say I wanna put all together faster way. So I will tag all, annotate, tag all. I will select the column only, structure column tag. All right. I don't want the leader. Okay, tag horizontal. We will use horizontal or vertical. Horizontal. Okay. Then okay. Okay. So we have the column here. Column tag in here. Okay. That's for example. Okay. Now for layout plan underground part, I want to put it inside our drawing. So I will go to sheet that we created before. Okay, so I will rename it because the name is A104 unnamed. So I will rename it as this one. You can change it here or maybe you can change it here. Sheet number, let's say I put structural 101. Okay, I will put as underground UG layout plan underground. Okay, so it will reflect to our title block here. So now we will put our plan inside the title block. So the one that we created just now is this one. So just click this one and drag to here. Okay. So from this, we have one plan with 4 elevation with 2 sections. Okay. But I want to tidy up a bit my plan. So I want to make it scale. So I will, you don't need to change it here because this one is a title block platform. To change the floor plan scale, you may need to go inside, double click inside. So meaning you are in your active view. This one is in active view, or you can go to layout plan underground just now. So change the scale is here. Okay. Okay, let's say I want to change the scale here at the title block. I just go in, make it active, double click inside. Then I will change it to 150. Okay, so it is bigger than before. So I click the plan, I move it a bit. Okay. I think I want to use 175. I go inside back. We don't have 175, we can custom here. Use 175, then okay. All right, it's better. So I will move it at the center. Okay. So I will tidy up a bit. Click this one and move a bit. Okay. Right. All right. So we have the layout plan underground level here. Our name is not really beautiful, right? So I want to make it one line. So what I'm going to do is I go to family, to this project browser. I go to the family. This name is under annotation symbol. And it is under MView title. So click here, right click and edit. So we are in the view template family for view name. So when you click here, you're gonna pull this out along the way. Then you load into the project back. No. Override. Then you will have this name. So let's say I don't want this long line here. So what I'm going to do is I click this box. Okay, then you see this bubble, you can move it here. Okay, then move it to here. You cannot use the move tool. So you click this layout plan and move to the center. Just like that. Alright, so we have one plan already. Okay, now our section here is not reflected, right? It's not reflected because the section is not in any sheet yet. So that's why it is empty here. So now I will add the elevation and section in this title block. So I go back to my project browser here. As I can see, I have a 4 elevation here. So I will put left hand side only. It's up to you, want to put all together. So I will put left hand side first. Okay, I just click and drag. All right. Okay, from the left hand side, as per before, you click this box and you move this bubble until here, up till here. Okay, its name is 2. So I want to make it elevation left hand side. So I want to remove the bubble. Okay, let's say, wait. When I want to move the bubble, I will go to view title again. Okay. Oh, sorry. I want to put the name. Okay, the detail name. Okay, the number 2 is the detail name here, the detail number here. So I will put it as elevation 1. Okay, so it reflects as elevation 1, left hand side. So to update anything in here, you're gonna go inside the active view, then we change the model display as shaded. Okay, then for this section, I don't want to see this section, but I don't want to delete, because once I delete, then I can get back the section. So what I'm going to do is I select the section, I will hide the section. Element height EH, element height elephant H, hungry, elephant hungry. Okay, EH. So our elevation will be tidied up a bit. So if you want to change the scale of the elevation, you can change when you are in the active view also. You can change it here. If you are in inactive view, you cannot change because it is in title block. Okay, so change the scale is here. Okay, so we already put our section, our elevation, sorry. So I will put dimension. So I will press DI, or I go to annotate and align. Okay, now we have horizontal and vertical dimension. So let's say I want to tag my column. I will press TG. So it will go C1 like here. So if I don't want to make it just like that, I can move it anywhere. Okay. Okay, next I will put my section here. Okay, next I will put section A. So like usually, like before, we click the section A and we drag. And we have section A here. So don't forget to change the name for section A. Put A here. Okay. So like before. Okay, now I will move it a bit. So this A reflected to this retail number. Okay. All right. Now we have plan, section, and elevation. So if I want to put a detail, some of detail, okay, I go to my layout plan underground level just now. I want to put a call out detail. You mean the detail, the really detailed part. So I can go to view. We have a section and call out also here. So I will use call out, rectangle. Okay, I will create a one call out here. Sorry. Okay, I will have one call out. Okay, from this call out, sorry again. I go to call out here, rectangle. Make sure we use the detail because when a structure plan is not come out like detail, it will come out like a plan. So I will use detail before I create it. So when I create, I have this detail. So I can move these towards up and down. Okay. So I will name it as detail 1. Okay, so the name is detail 1. We have an empty here because this detail is not in any sheet yet. Okay, so from the sheet, I will put a detail. You see from the project browser, the detail we will have a detail view here because we created. So from the detail 1, I drag into the drawing. So I have this detail. Let's say to change the detail scale, I will put as 1.5. Who's going to be, okay, sorry. I put 150 first. Okay, 150. Detail 1 is named as 2. So I will put detail 1. Sorry. Okay. So we have a detail 1 here. From detail 1, if you want to create the section also can. You can create the section also. Okay. For detail. Okay, I put a detail 1. Okay, so we have detail 1 AA. So from detail 1 AA, we will create it here, detail 1 AA. So what you can see here is like this. I will put AA. Alright. So move it a bit, make it tidy up a bit. Alright. Alright. Change the shaded. Alright. So from this sheet, we have a plan, we have elevation. We can arrange it properly, so make it is a bit better and systematic. Can move. Okay, okay, for section and also for detail. Okay. All right. So we have one sheet already. So after you fill in all the information here at the title block, so we can export the drawing to CAD or maybe PDF. So for this part, it's going to out. So I will adjust a bit, select view and elevation, and remove a bit. All right. Okay. As you may see, okay, from this we have E1. So what reflect here is E1. If you put all your elevation in a sheet, it will reflect to your sheet and also your what the name of the elevation. Okay, for section A, it will reflect as section A. If you drag your section B inside here also, it will reflect as B and also S101. Make sure you change the detail number as B for this. Okay, for this detail, it reflect our detail call out just now. Okay, detail 1 at the drawing S101. Okay. Okay, this one also reflect as this. Okay. So now I think I will go to export to PDF. So you can use Control P like CAD, Control P, Control Print. From this setup, I will change the paper placement to offset from corner and zoom to fit. Okay, I will print as A3. If you have AO or maybe another size, you can insert in the Revit template and we will come out here in session. It will come here lah. If you set okay, Then let me check first. Landscape. Okay. All right. So okay. So if you have more than one sheet, you can select view sheet here. Then you can select any sheet that you want. Okay. Let's say I want just a sheet. You can untick, you just click the sheet. So you will have a lot of sheet here. So you can click what sheet do you want. Okay, then select. Okay, then okay. So for this part, I just have one. So I use just a current window. Then okay, close. So we go to save. Okay. So we have one drawing already. So next, let me show you one thing for how to put 3D view here. So we have 3D view here. Okay, so we can duplicate this 3D view. Duplicate. I just duplicate to be safe. So I will set as overall model. Okay, so you can rename it here, overall model in properties. So I close. In my plan here, I will drag the overall model into here. It's too big because the scale. So I go in, double click inside here. I will put it as 100. It fits. So move it a bit, tidy it up a bit. So I don't want this name of overall model. So I click this, then I change it to no title. So I will try move it here. All right. Okay. Like that. Okay, so again, I will import a cat, file, export, cat. Next, because we set already just now. So I just replace this one. Okay, so when I go to my cat, AutoCAD, I will open the drawing. I open my drawing here. Okay. So we have a layout plan here. Okay. So we get our 2D drawing already. So in model also we have, okay. Okay, this is the 2D drawing that we export from Revit just now. Okay, I think that's all. Or okay, we go for, okay, that's all for me. So thank you, and you can ask Q&A session. Okay.
Hi, participants. Do you have questions? I think there's a question, one from Mr. Ko, which is, can I know the construction drawing mentioned here is the revised drawing of shop drawing?
Again, sorry, I cannot.
Can I know the construction drawing mentioned here is the revised drawing of shop drawing?
Oh, this one from here. It's just from here. You mean it's just a construction drawing? It's not a reverse because this one is from the my sample model. So I just simply model and because I want to show you how to documentation. So it just I think it's just a construction drawing. Did I answer your question?
Mr. Ko, is the question been answered? Yes, he answered yes.
All right.
Other participants, do you have any other questions? Now we are in the segment of Q&A segment. There is another question being asked that why can't we put the same detail under the same sheet?
Oh, okay. For example, in this sheet, we just have one because uh, if we let's say I wanna put my left hand side as one also, I cannot. Okay, it will pop up like this. Data number is already in use because this data number is used by the plan. So we cannot use one already. If I put other thing like right hand side here, it will reflect as 2. So it sequences. It will reflect as 3 because we have 2 already here. 2 is our model. So let me open first. So it reflects as 2. So it's go for 3. It's a sequence. So if we don't want to make it like number, have a number here, you can just remove lah this bubble. Okay.
Okay, I think that question been answered. Do participants, do you have any other questions? If there is no other questions, we would like to end this webinar today. Before we end the webinar, we want to introduce that we have a training promotions that currently it's going on, and if you are interested on taking part of these trainings, please feel free to reach out to us. uh, it's this training will be paid now, claim later also. You can pay now and attend the training maybe in another 2 months or 3 months, so we can manage on that. So if you are interested on taking part this training, you can feel free to reach out to us. And also, please kindly register yourself to the link given at the chat box, because we will be providing the e-certificates. This webinar is recorded and we will be published in our social media platform. You always can see our recorded versions webinars on YouTube, which is a Bina Initiative YouTube. We have a few webinars that we have published in YouTube. Okay, as we came to the end of today's webinar, I would like to thank to all participants to take part in this webinar, and also thanks to Puan Nur Adila to share insights about 2D documentations. And I also thank to all the participants for joining us today, and see you on our next webinar. Thank you.
Thank you.